this guy's still here. Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, baby girl, what's up? Hey, son, just shut the fuck up. Look, get the fuck over. Hey, I have a present for you. It's okay. Oh, shut the fuck up, bad kid. Shut the fuck up. You're standing up like some kind of a fucking tough guy. Hey, sign the contract and get in the ring with me. I'll fucking knock your head off, bad kid. Oh, stop fucking playing.
Only not running.
Shut the fuck up, bad kid.
Chicken.
Shut the, you fucking, hey, just sign the contract back.
Of course.
Okay, so,
Devon is being his normal self, hyping up the match, and Denis and Babkin are taking it personally. Now, a lot of people are blaming Devon for being, you know, the bad guy, taking it too far, and I kind of see it the opposite way. You know, I've had an incident recently with somebody that kept saying stuff about me, dragging me to their group on Facebook, trying to get everybody against me, and it was kind of working. People were looking at me like I was the douchebag because I rapped and blah, blah, blah. People that try to paint somebody in a negative way usually have issues themselves. It's not the person they're talking about, it's them, because good people don't hop on social media trying to bash other people. Now, when I had drug issues, I would do this from time to time, and I had to relearn that you need to treat people the way you want to be treated. Now, people act like what they see on social media is what it is. Like, I've had people see me on social media and then I go meet them in person and they're like, wow, like, I didn't think you'd be anything like this. I thought you was going to be an asshole. You are actually a nice guy or whatever, you know. People, like I said, are blaming all this on Devon. Now, this is what Devon does naturally to promote matches. He is the biggest draw in arm wrestling. He brings in more numbers than anybody. Denis Cyplenkov has known Devon for a long time, and for Denis to act like he's surprised by the way Devon is acting speaks more on his character, especially when he's in an interview with Coach Ray and he's saying that he don't want to be his friend, he's uncomfortable around him. You knew that Devon was going to do this. You had to have. Also, you say that you don't watch social media, none of it will bother you. How do you know about all this enough to not want to be comfortable around Devon or feeling uncomfortable around Devon, and to the point to where you don't want any part of him after the match and you guys can't be cool unless he fixes it? Like, he's promoting your guys' match. He's raising your guys' numbers. He's putting himself under the bus, getting death threats. Every time Devon does this, whenever the fight or the arm wrestling match is over, he goes up, he shows respect. He has his post-match interview. Nothing but respect for the guy he just pulled. He might start trash talking his next opponent, but as far as the guy he just pulled, it's all respect. And you can just tell that he's doing it to promote the match. That's why he's the biggest draw. Like I said, Denis in the interview, he wants nothing to do with Devon, blah, blah, blah. I read these comments and they irritate me because this is what the world has come to. What you see on a screen is real. Why don't we just believe in WWE? Wrestling is real too. Let me read a couple of these comments. Now, this guy is speaking English or writing, texting English. Denis doesn't speak English. I would say they live in separate countries and have never met each other. But David Kosaba 624. Denis is literally the last person that could make anyone angry. Dude is literally the nicest guy. Exactly, says Andrea Moran. No one had a problem with Denis in 20 years. I don't know how anyone could root against Denis. I have always liked Devon, but I just can't root against either of them. Both are great people deep down. Devon likes to troll and act, but deep down, he is a really kind man. That's probably a good assessment. I am also very kind, but not gay. That's referring to Devon, insinuating that Babkin and Denis were doing Netflix and chill and were a little too close and all that. Tell this BS to him face to face and you'll see his homosexual kindness. He will knock to your forehead by his pinto. He knows this. He knows Denis personally. I'm rooting against Denis. Dude is stupid. Ruined his body with roids, then got a new liver and went right back to roids. Maybe losing badly will force him to stop and save his life. He must be his doctor. He must shoot him up with the roids himself. Nicest guy off the table, beast on the table. Denis beats Larratt in his sleep. So I have a response to this guy somewhere in here. I like Devon and Denis. Devon is my favorite, but for some reason he seems over the top, and at one point he loved Denis. He still does. He's just promoting a match. I know Denis is all that stands between him and holding 3 belts at the same time, and he is the last person to humiliate him on the table. Levon don't come, no one even close to him. Even Devon knows it, but he don't back down. Hope it is a good match, maybe the best. Devon needs to win more than Denis, that is for sure. No, he don't. Denis does, because then his comeback will be dead, in my opinion. I admire him for his attitude. I wish I could have that. His attitude towards life. That's a dumb comment. So here's my response to the original comment, where Denis is the nicest guy, whatever he said. I said, you must know him personally for at least a couple years, seeing him on the daily. Or are you taking what he does on camera as his real personality? It takes years for a person to show their true colors. This is no different. The dude admitted he don't like Devon for hyping up their match. Seems odd to get upset knowing that Devon is like this for promotion. Like I said, you know, Denis holding a grudge against Devon, knowing the way Devon acts, is crazy. Let's see if we can pull up some more comments. We do not want to see arm wrestling converted into UFC or MMA. We want to speak about techniques, training, and we want to see humble and patient fighters. Then why the hell is Devon the biggest seller in arm wrestling? If you ask me, Devon is playing these mind games, mostly for himself. He tries to bring himself to a psychological state to face Denis. Devon's fans ignore it, but he had one of his worst matches against Denis. This escalation is reflection of his own insecurities about the match. He does that to everybody. What are you talking about? It is not about insecurity. It's about hyping up the matches. He's getting a little more aggressive because of Babkin, but... And this is all... I don't know Devon personally. I'm going off of what his wife says and the way he acts every single match before and then after. Denis has a steadfast charisma to him that Devon does not possess. Both very different people with many qualities to them both. That's not true. He just likes to hype the matches up. I don't care how to become Devon's friend. I only care how to be a Denis friend. Denis is the man. You can immediately tell that Denis is a good-hearted person the way he treats that cat. Devon was just on video feeding cats his boiled eggs. Because he petted a cat? I must have missed that one. What hurts me the most is that Denis brought Devon protein shakes not that long ago. Breaks my heart that the two have conflicts with each other. Oh my God. Ingen is looking weak. He's the boss and should have told Devon no crap or go back home. Yeah, the biggest draw in arm wrestling. Get out of here. We don't need you. Not that difficult. Yeah, lose out on all that money. But instead, he looks like a primary school teacher who can't deal with third graders. I honestly think England was in on it. Why would he be right behind Devon following him? Like, what are you fucking? Are you right next to Devon the whole time? Like, that shit was staged. Denis is such a nice and humble guy. Can't help but like him. The fact is, we are going to see two greats go at it on the table. It will be a great. Yes, Denis is a very nice and humble guy on camera. We have no clue who he is unless we are his girlfriend like Babkin or have lived with him for years on a daily and have seen his true colors. You shy up on camera. You don't act like yourself, period. I've heard conversation with Jody and Babkin. I'm 43. I watched Hulk Hogan and Macho Man trash talk each other 100 times. I can't hate on Devon because I know he is a good man. I also can't hate on Denis because look at the guy. But this went a bit too far. Yeah, that's your opinion. I can't imagine Denis ever not liking anyone. He looks like the most peaceful person. Well, it didn't take very much for him to dislike Devon. All Devon did was say he didn't like his preparation, that he took so long to preparate, and that he hopes he don't die. That might have been a bit too much, but you know, maybe he's trying to on the low give him some advice to cut it out. Denis is a champion in good health, a successful career. How the fuck do you know? Are you his physician? Even Kat loves Denis. All thanks to Babkin, who made this situation escalated in his translation, Devon's words to Denis. Devon was Devon with his opponent, Denis, always doing some show and trash talks until there was no third person like Babkin between them. Who took it to another level or conflict? I kind of get what you're saying. Devon is not the easiest person near the arm wrestling match. After the match, he always shows his respect, so it will be after this match. Winning or losing, to see these two great arm wrestlers together in a fight is a historical moment. Love them both, champs as they are. Let them become friends or respectful to each other after the match. Well, that's Devon's thing. Devon wants to turn arm wrestling into WWE storyline. Well, if it sells more, then I guess it works. Denis is the king of calm. Devon is the king of provoking. So, the king of calm. Like I said, on camera, sure, but this dude might, for all we know, he might slap his girl around. He might be abusive to his kids. He might go to bars every weekend and just beat the shit out of people. Now, is this likely? No. But the point is stop believing what you see on camera, you ignorant fools. It's getting ridiculous. People watch internet so much that they're starting to believe everything they see, and they're like forgetting that most of the things you see on the internet are fake. Like, period. It's for show. You cannot have an accurate assessment of anything just because you watched a fucking YouTube vlog or a video on something. You don't know these people personally. Stop insinuating that you know anything. This is all speculation unless you know these guys personally, unless you're their doctor, unless you work out with them on a daily, unless you at least have met them and had a sit-down conversation with them. How dumb can you be? I'm done with the situation, man. I can't read the comments because they literally annoy me. Most of these people are probably older than me, so to see all these silly comments is just like, how old are you and why are you believing this? Most of these people that leave these dumb comments never show their face. They sit behind a screen and they yap, 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 yap. It's annoying as hell, man. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of people see me on social media and think, oh, that guy's annoying. He's a rapper. I don't give a shit what people think because that's the kind of shit that we're dealing with is dumbass people. You think I need dumbass people to respect me? The ones that aren't saying anything and or being nice or whatever, Those are the people that I want to like me or to respect me. You know, the other 95% of y'all can suck an egg. For real, man. It's ridiculous. Peace.